by the battles we win, but also by the wars we stop. Respected chairperson, honorable panel of judges, distinguished guests, esteemed chief guests, valued representative, and my fellow participants, and everybody present here today. A very warm and graceful good afternoon to you all. It is both an honor and a pleasure for me to stand before this inspiring gathering and speak on the theme, The Power of Understanding, Fostering Global Peace. Let me start with a simple yet profound question. What does the world need the most right now? Is it more power, more wealth, more technology? Perhaps not. What the world truly needs is understanding, genuine, compassionate, and open-hearted understanding between people, nation, and communities. Because without understanding, there is no peace, and without peace, humanity suffers. Understanding is the foundation of empathy. It allows us to see the world through someone else's eyes. It teaches us that just because someone else is different than us doesn't mean that they're wrong. When we understand others, we realize that beneath all of the differences, we are all human beings. We all want respect, safety, kindness, happiness, and understanding this universal truth is the first step to peace. You know what happened recently? My younger brother, mind you, he's just 6 years old, he came up to me and said, Deepika, what? You know, this is my gun. I'm going to use this in World War III. World War III? Really? A child that barely knows his family members knows about World War III? This is a consequence of nothing but the world's current situations. We saw the recent India-Pakistan dispute, right? Not only that, we've been seeing several other wars like the Israel-Palestine war or the Russia-Ukraine war. You see, we humans, we never seem to learn from our mistakes because history shows us the cost of misunderstanding. From world wars, 2 of them actually, to civil wars, from genocides to terrorism. But history also shows us the power of understanding. Through world leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Malala Yousafzai, people who chose dialogue over violence, compassion over hatred, and forgiveness over revenge. But let's not think that peace is only the responsibility of those world leaders. No. Peace begins with us. It begins in our homes, in our schools, and in our neighborhoods. When we learn to listen before judging, when we learn to speak kindly instead of reacting harshly, when we learn to speak the truth instead of spreading rumors, we are all contributing to peace. Because a peaceful world starts with peaceful hearts. And education plays a vital role in this process. Schools should teach more than just subjects. They should teach values, values like diversity, collaboration, and cooperation. Those values which will help us students see the other person's perspective. And peace cannot be obtained without understanding. The more we learn, the more we understand. And the more we understand, the lesser we fear. In today's globalized world, no country, no individual, no community can stand alone. Global warming, pandemics, and poverty affects us all, and the only way forward is together. But my friends, togetherness is only possible through mutual understanding. But mutual understanding has to be fostered within us. We should replace blame with dialogue. Let us replace assumptions with questions and hatred with compassion and kindness. Let us not be quick to judge, but quick to learn. Because in the end, it is not walls, weapons, or even wealth that will create a better future for us. It is understanding. Let us be the generation that chooses peace. Let us be the voices that promote unity, and let us be the hearts that understand. With that, I conclude my speech right here. I thank all of you for listening to my speech with so sincere attention. I'd like to thank my school, Gateway Academy, FECA, as well as Coastal Academy for providing me this remarkable platform to share my voice, or shall I say our voices, on a topic that truly matters, not just for today's speech competition, but for the future of humanity. Thank you all, and namaste.